So what we're going to do is we're going to take the transform a little bit further this time now, and I'm going to use some circles, and let's just say they're buttons on our page. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, using the shape tools, I'm just going to make them all 200 pixels width and height. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy those. So I've got 3 of them. Now what you can see there is I'm actually aligning them all with the red bar there. So it's basically saying that that's lined up with the center of that shape there, and then that's lined up with the center of that there. But all these spaces in between them are different. So even though it's lined up sort of horizontally, they're not lined up vertically. And what we want these equally across our page, just to make them a little bit more uniform. So what we're going to do is we know that our shapes are, I'm just going to load up the calculator so you can see. So we know that our page is 1000 pixels, and each one of these circles is 200 pixels wide. So from there to there of that circle is 200. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off 600, because we've got 3 circles at 200 is 600 equals that. And then what we've got is then we need to look at looking at the gaps in between. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to do 400 divided by 4 less 4. Sorry. Divide by 4 gives you 100. So we know the gaps in between these all need to be 100 pixels, even though they're not at the minute, but we're going to use the tools to line those up for us. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this anchor point here on this one, so the middle one, to line them up. So we've set our widths and heights, that's fine. So we want this gap here, as we just said, to be 100. We've just worked it out. So if we set that to 100, now that's 100 pixels, and then we've got 200 pixels, and then we want that gap there to be 100 as well. So if we go back to this shape, looking at that left hand side there, so we want the 100, the 200 for the circle, and then the 100 gap. So that needs to be at 400 pixels. And then just looking at this one now, just to get this one aligned. So we've got 100, 200, another 100, another 200, and another 100. So that's 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. So that needs to be 700 pixels. And those are completely aligned there. So as being a bit of a stickler as I am, I'm just going to change the heights of these just to make them so that they're at whole numbers, so any maths that we do later on will be a lot simpler. And so that one's slightly gone up now, I'm just going to change that one to 400. I'm going to change that one to 400, and they're all perfectly in line with each other now. Hopefully that's helped some of you. If not, drop me any questions on the contact form on this page. Thanks for watching, and good luck.